Given how central, and you pointed to it earlier, the Chinese economy is to any Australian economic analysis, do you have any sort of back of your head fudge factor in terms of how much do you trust those numbers? In terms of, is China subject to, can you subject Chinese economy to a normal economic analysis? And how much of a fudge factor do you have to hold in terms of, can you subject the Chinese government to this sort of normal vagaries of responding to economic influences?
Do you want to start? Do you want to go first? Or?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
I really, I have an implicit fudge factor, where I don't have a calculus for it, where I discount data in any given way. But just through looking at the data over a decade and more, you get a sense of what works and what doesn't. And despite the fact that it is fudged to the shithouse, you can pick up the trends. That's what it boils down to. Like, when I can look at the leading credit numbers, I know what's coming in terms of growth. When you break those numbers up, you'll get a rough sense of where the growth is coming from sectorally, and so that gives you a read on commodity prices. But, you know, we're talking about throwing darts at a very large, swiftly moving target. You know, I could be out by 6 months on various things, you know. But in general, yes, I just look at trends.
Yeah, the two big ones I know is they don't do write-downs the way the rest of the world does write-downs. So if they build an asset and it's no good, if you do that in the US, you get a write-down and that comes off your GDP next time. In China, it doesn't. So I guess while it's a fudge in a way, but it's sort of that's the way they report. They don't report write-downs, and so you've got that artificial, and that's getting worse. So that the infrastructure you built when you built the first bridge across the river, there was almost certainly a good bridge, and the second one, you helped out the first one, and now we're up to the 7th and 8th bridge. The bridge maker's still making lots of money, but the net benefit for society is now, and that's not being factored into it. And people who do that factoring in tend to think that it's maybe 3% is sort of roughly the subtraction from growth. And the other one I was going to mention, which I've completely got a mental blank on now, was on the other one. Sorry, it's just that because everyone's measured on GDP, like local government officials were measured on GDP. Like, what is your local? And so, same as companies, you know, they know how to shuffle things around. You know, I need to report this EPS, right? Let's do a write-off here and this, that, there, and we'll write that value up, and we get to the number. That's what the Chinese government officials have been doing. Is they know what number they need to hit. I just need to shuffle my accounts around. That's now going to be less of an issue going forward as well, in that they're starting to focus less on GDP and more on other factors. And so I think you'll find that hopefully the numbers will get a little bit more realistic as, you know, as they start getting, okay, you've got an employment target now, or you've got a pollution target to hit, rather than just a GDP number. And then, but we'll still have that you won't see the write-downs in the GDP figures.